He was raised a little rice picker in the hills of Japan. He carried food for his mother, carried the loss of a man, to a self-afflicting war with himself and drink monation. Stand up, father, and accept thy standing ovation. Close statement. That's not how he took it. He understood that his father fell because in his heart he was evil himself. There's no way to redeem his father's actions. So early on he learned how to puff out his flat chest and take all his beatings without letting out a whimper. Soon after every break his bones got stiffer. Then one day while consoling his injuries he was helped by a man that asked him, how would you like to be an assassin? Then that's when a scrawny little rice picker from the hills in the middle of Japan became a ninja assassin. Had to get dashing on other assassins, leaving them in the dust with the rest of the has-been. So go on, kid Rocky, calmly drop that dad and do that dance. Stand with those other kids at you got heart, that's more than a star. So get up off your ass and finish what's what the doubting eyes of everyone in charge. Strive to make yourself more righteous with every occasion. Stick with it no matter how big the loogie spit in your face. And when you get everything you ever wanted, don't stop. Never forget your roots or whatever your master taught you. Take all your experiences with humbling reflections. Universalize yourself, take a step in every direction. And as they approach a new warrior asking, who'll be able to say now, yeah, that's me, ninja assassin. Child became a man, rocks turned to sand from the erosions of time and the progression of man. But with it, the demons from the cities grew faster and stronger, fitting on the flesh and blood of every warmonger. One summer, he was treading out in the lily fields, reminiscing to himself about how he really feels about the situation he shared with his mother, who stated his day is not dealt with the loss of a selfish motherfucker. Suddenly, he was attacked from all ends by other individuals he knew as hired and trained assassins, flashing out expert orchestrations and movement and technique like no one could take him. But they mistaken. He may seem pitiful, but he was trained in the arts, and as the first man charged him, he drew strength from the stars and summed up every emotion he carried towards his dad and released it through the orifice he carried in his hand. No wait, he couldn't understand why this felt great. He had never been taught to release anger by inflicting pain. He smirked, he chuckled, he smiled because he liked it, being able to reveal Pandora's box and what's inside it. And before the corpse had hit the floor, he had noticed he had done right as the blood slowly dripped from his arm. Bestowed those emotions, this is not the time for thought. So he settled the editor to the other assassin, show me what you got. Feelings enraged, he had entered the first stage of converting worried thoughts, subverting with each page. He had wrote off his teachings, leaving no excuse for bleeding, keeping nothing on his side but mother pride and what he believed in. It seemed to him that confidence may have played a leading role in the demise of all the men who gave up the humble fundamental source of morals that had no sense to move forward, left no regards to the door as they left the building of their childhood ambitions. Slacker superstitions telling me she go with him, but stood his ground he did. The other assassins could not fathom what they found in him, so profound. And when he charged the paralyzed grouping of assassins, delivering blows, screaming and laughter at his quivering foes. But watch out for trickery, though they aren't masters in facts, to spill the blood of them all but leave one intact. So that's exactly what he did. He went back to the one who had fallen first by his hand and flipped him onto his back and asked, who sent you? Tell me and I will use my power to revive you, but only if you swear to submit to the life of serving me but also redeeming yourself. So the man clinging to his life handed him a paper with the rice picker's face, name and bounty in large print, and on the back he wiped away the blood stain to reveal his father's name. To be continued. Look out for part 2.